it doesn't quite go into lockup, it looks like. So I'm going to cock it real slow. Now it's doing it. You hear it click at the last part. It's just barely out of time. This is where I know it's out of time. So I'll check that. Then what I'll do is I'll either cock it or use the double action, but I'll apply pressure. I'm going to try to hit it. I'm applying pressure, trying to keep the cylinder from revolving.
Hey, Toasted. Wait till about a minute mark in to talk about what we need to talk about. All right. So let's check real quick to see if we're within a minute. Almost. We got about 7 more minutes left. All right. So for some of you may know that this is what I've been working on lately. This is just an absolutely massive CoastGaurd base. It's all the CoastGaurd sets for the most part combined together. I'm coming through and I'm building the new 2017 CoastGaurd sets. So CoastGaurd sets were released in 3 different years, 2008, 2013, and now 2017. So it's about 5 years apart for each one. From 2008 to 2013 is 5 years, and then from 2013 to 2017 is 4, 5, 6, 7 is 4 years. So we actually haven't had too many CoastGaurd sets. When I checked on the website, Lego's website, there's only, I want to say, like 17 or 19 sets in total. Where's it at? Showing 19 results out of 19. So yeah, there's only 19 sets in total, which is a pretty small number actually. I expected more, but basically what I've been doing is taking all the sets and combining them together to form one really big CoastGaurd base. So this is everything that I have so far, and it includes pretty much everything aside from a few different 2017 sets. I've had to physically build the 2 2017 sets. So the 2 that I've built so far is this seaplane here, which is parked on top of the dock, and then the 2 little 4x4 Jeep looking things over here on this side. I've built both of those myself. All the other CoastGaurd sets actually come from a website right here. This is the Eurobricks.com. This is just taken write all this out to copy it if this is what you want. But this is official Lego sets made in LED, and then you can Control F, and basically you just come through and you look it all up. So this is everything. You can see that this is by theme, so you can come down to the seas, and then this is the Coast Guard. Which is this all the new ones? Am I making the new ones for no reason? No. No, I already got all these. Yeah, I already got all these. Yeah, so the new ones haven't been added. But yeah, basically, I just came on here and I downloaded all of the different lifeguard sets, and then they all came together in their own kind of way to form what we have so far. So we'll do just a little bit of a tour starting on this end. As you can see, we've got a little pull a place up. There's two jet skis here. There's supposed to be a winch tied to here that kind of connects to the jet skis to pull them on up. On this side, we have the kayak set, because there was a kayak set and I wanted to include those. So you just kind of store them up here on this little platform that hangs off the back. This little section right here is one of the headquarters sets, so I went ahead and I included it. I just kind of threw it up here. It actually worked out pretty great, to be honest. It came with its helicopter, and then this little boat over here. This crane came from a different set, but I wanted to include it because it's actually a really nice looking crane. So right now it's got the this little raft on the end of it. This comes with one of the helicopter sets. This tower, it comes around the back. It closed off this tower. So we've got a little bit of like a dispatcher up here on top of the tower with his computer equipment. And then down here, we have just a small little med bay, just one med bay there. Have a little bit of some cargo just sitting back here. And then this building actually holds two of the 4x4s that came out. Somewhat recently. These are the 2008 and 2013 sets. So this is the 2008 one, this one has a jet ski, and then this is the 2013 one, and this one has the boat. So these have their own little garages that they sit in, which is nice. This garage opens up on the back side here and here, as well as it opens up into this small little hangar right here with this door that you can see here. Here's a Coast Guard plane, is right here. I really didn't know where to place this, so I just kind of made a small little hangar right here for it. You can pull out and come down the boat ramp right here. This boat ramp is obviously for these boats that are on trailers parked to either side. They can come down the boat ramp instead of just having to be in the water the whole time. You can basically, it's here so that you can pull the boats out of the water so that you can service them as needed. This office building, or well, this building here hasn't really been utilized all too well. Basically, there's nothing inside of it right now. Hopefully I change that soon. You can see there's two double doors over here that open up. On top of it is a heli platform, a landing pad. This has the smaller of the two helicopters in it, or on it. And then it leads to this central tower here, and this central tower is actually a working elevator. It's not going to work too well, but it does work. You can see down here in the bottom, there's just this little elevator that runs on the inside. It can come up and stop on this floor here, which leads to this building, or it can come all the way up to the top, which leads to either of the helipads. The heavy-duty helicopter is sitting here, just waiting. I need to come through and add the flooring on most of these in. This is sitting up on top of another building. This building houses the really, really big car and, or well, truck, I guess at this point, and boat trailer right here, which is really, really nice. I actually really like this set in particular. I actually had this set in real life. I really like this set. Trust me when I say I really like it. It's a really nice set. So we got that there. This is the other headquarters set right here. On top of where this truck is set, there's the med bay. So there's a whole bunch of beds and medical equipment on the inside of this. And then there's a guy sitting here so that when you walk through, he can kind of check you in, things like that. There's another crane over here. I don't know if you really use this one because of future plans of what's going right through here. So I might need to move this one, but we'll see. Both of the seaplanes here. Another crane here with the little drone thing. These two jet skis here, which have been added. Just the same platform that I used on the other ones. I have this jet ski here. I need to find a place for it. I don't want to just kind of like throw it in there though. I gotta actually find a place for it. And then you got a little platform here that people can climb up and look out from one of the other sets. This ATV is a set, and then from this motorcycle is a part of another set. So got all sorts of stuff that can be added. So I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then when I get back, we'll go ahead and we'll start work on making another one of the 2017 sets so that we can get that included as well. So I will be back from the bathroom. Hey, road owner. Alright. I might have to go to the bathroom again. I don't know. I just, like, I think I have to pee, but it's not really happening. I'm pretty sure I'll have to go again. So, until then, we will wait and start building the 4x4 that just came out. This was a 12, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, that's a 12. So this is just a little bit I don't like doing this a whole lot, sitting here and having to go through and just copy the Lego stuff is kind of boring, but it's easy to do on stream. I can't seem to find this one piece though. It's not good. It's not in there either. This piece right here is actually kind of important. Yeah, great. That's not good. I'm waiting on my girlfriend to text me back. She kind of just like disappeared. I don't know what happened. So we're supposed to be going out to eat tonight. She's supposed to be choosing the place that we're going. But like I said, she just kind of like, we were texting and then she just stopped texting me. So I don't know what happened there. I guess we're gonna replace the piece with the custom built one. I'm not used to making CoastGaurd sets. I usually don't make CoastGaurd sets, to be honest. I'm so tempted to just like replace some of these pieces with different ones. Kind of like these two. Why would you place in two of these when you could just do a whole 2x2 instead? It just kind of, what's the point almost? And then I understand that these other pieces, the brighter color pieces, are there so that it's easier to see on the instructions how certain things go and whatnot, and I understand that. But at the same time, if you can see them, it's really annoying. Whenever you get down to the like finished product, and you're able to see all these brightly colored pieces that don't fit with the theme at all. Like white, bright orange, and blue is okay. But this green and these browns are, they're sketchy, at least to say. So the faster we don't need those, or the faster we stop using those, the better. That's an orange. Actually, I'm using a different orange. I'm using the brighter of the two oranges and not the darker one. If that could be considered an orange. Actually, I really like the brighter orange way better. It's just an easier color to use. It's a retired color though, so it's actually pretty hard to find pieces in that color. I actually skipped a step by accident. I'm making one of the CoastGaurd sets. Like, okay, see, here's another thing that really confuses me. They're placing these here, but you could just replace this with a 6x6, which would be a whole piece instead of just 3 of these. I'd actually much rather have these because I'm a gun builder and we would use these way more than a 6x6, but at the same time, I think it'd be smarter to just use a larger 6x6. So much like wasted space in these models too. Like all this right here, I guarantee that this brick doesn't have to be here. And then you could like open up the cab a lot more instead of just having it closed off in the back. You could probably fit a whole nother minifig if you open up it here. Have like 2 minifigs here using jumpers, and then have 1 minifig in the back, which would be probably better, to be honest. But I don't think they would ever do that. That'd be something that I have to modify into the model. And then they don't help because they put this like right smack dab in the middle. It shouldn't go in right there in the middle. It should go off to one of the sides, and then they should have used the jumper plates that technique thing that they do with these pieces right here. And this should have gone in the middle so that you could have 2 minifigs sitting inside of this particular vehicle instead of just one, because it makes more sense that a car could hold more than one person, especially of this size. This is one of the larger 6 stud wide builds, and this kind of, so in case you haven't noticed, LEGO tends to make the same sets over and over again. So this kind of mimics the larger CoastGaurd set build in the way that this is supposed to be one of the heavy duty kind of towing trucks and boats instead of one of the real small like 4 stud wide ones. I understand the 4 stud wide ones can only hold 2 people, and that's fine, but this one should, or 1 person, this one should be able to hold 2 people and not just 1 person. So I would much prefer if we could hold 2 people in this one instead of just 1. Alrighty then. I'm glad that this one doesn't rely on stickers all too much though, in terms of how you get the color scheme out of it, which is good. But I am slightly upset because if this pattern consists with Lego, that means the next CoastGaurd sets are coming out in the 2020s in terms of date, which is pretty far away and slightly disappointing because I'd love to add more to CoastGaurd base, but I can't until new sets come out because the whole point is that it's just all the official Lego sets combined. So I could come through and I could go find other Lego sets that I could turn into official CoastGaurd sets by simply changing up the color scheme, but it's not the same. It's just not. So in terms of windows, I am going to make a color change. I'm changing the colors of the windows to a clear instead of the blue. So that is a color change that I'm making. So this piece right here can be removed. It's basically just not needed. And you could modify this wonderful little car to have, oh, wait, where did this piece come in? Right here. To have more than just one person sitting in it. I think that's a huge waste of space on Lego's part, and that's something that they should have fixed in the build itself. Slightly disappointing. I think once we finish, I'll come through and I'll modify portions of it so that it'll just slightly better. I think overall it's a really nice build. It just, certain parts of it could be changed so that it looks better and performs better. Because this is already a pretty solid build. I can tell right now that kids could play with this like day in, day out, and it's not going to fall apart. Because this is, like I said, just a pretty solid build. But if you come through and modify it slightly so that the kids can fit more minifigs inside of it, there's really nothing wrong with that, to be honest. She still hasn't sent me a message back, so I don't know what she's doing. Like, this is you should really be able to see 3 people in this. At this point, there's pretty much no excuse not to. This piece here is actually not an LDD, so I actually have to kind of make up how I do that piece, which is basically I just do this and then have just flat plates on it. So I gotta wait till we get the light bar in, which is the next step from the looks of it. So let's go ahead, do that, followed by that, followed by that, that, and that. Place that there, place that there. Over here, make this trans orange. Copy that up onto there. Which is crazy and can't see the walkie-talkie. Okay. Oops, wrong one. Alrighty then. So then it's just pretty much getting tires put on. Alright. That's the first part of 6165. I'll say that's 6165 4x4 response unit. 4x4 2x4 response unit. Save. So I kind of want to come through and modify this just a little bit so that multiple people can sit inside of it. Which is actually a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. Just going to delete that one. Delete that out. Add that. And just like that, you can fit 2 minifigs side by side. Kind of cramped, but hey, that's actually pretty good, to be completely honest. So, oh wait, how much room do they have? Head-wise, it's a pretty good amount of room. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. And then you could fit a third one back here if you wanted to. You probably don't, but if you wanted to, you could. So I'm just going to leave that open just like that. And then I actually want to come through and build up this back tailgate. Which is pretty simple to do. It's literally the most simple modifications ever made to a model, but it looks so much better. Just like these modifications that I'm going to make up here are going to make a load of difference as well. Like it just looks so much better as a Jeep now. It's all enclosed like it should be. You got room for 2 minifigs to go inside instead of just 1 now. You could put a third one in there. If you rescued someone, this back hatch now opens up. in case you're putting the box that comes out of the boat into there. This is just an overall way better design. So, I guess the next thing to build would be the trailer. I'm not going to use the trailer, to be completely honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. I'll be straight up. I'm just gonna skip it. The reason I don't want to use the trailer is because I actually want to use the better trailer, if you want to call it that. So, oh, another buoy design. Cool. Go with the boat. Orange. Boat, 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 boat. There we go. Single unitary hull. I don't care about that. I don't understand why people are out on the lake. Our lake is apparently really polluted right now. There was a sewage spill, I guess, is what the news was saying. So it's recommended that people don't use the lake, but the wakeboarders are out on the lake right now. So it's just kind of like, do you really want to be in sewage contaminated water? Not really. So you would think they'd be smart enough to not be out there right now. I like this truck and trailer better for this boat in particular, so that's why I didn't do this trailer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have another use for that trailer. I might just have to modify it, so we might end up making that trailer anyways. We will see. So this one needs its own space to go into now, basically. And then there's actually another one of these boats as well, so it's more like, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. It's more like I need 2 more hangars for these types, which is a lot of room needed, but I think it'd be really worth it. So we'll see what we can do about that. We'll go ahead and save this as is, just in case it decides to crash again. This can come off to the side. I actually want 2 of these. So those need places to go, and this needs a place to go. That's home. Grab this real quick. Come back here. Don't need you. May need you. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. actually don't have the fender that I need. Crap. Just throw that on in its place. So I had no idea that I was muted the entire time I was talking there. I was calling my girlfriend a couple times because I haven't heard back from her in a while, so I thought something might have happened to her. So I was calling her to make sure she was okay. Turns out she was just at church. But openest, I know you asked about the elevator, and I'm so sorry that I just completely dropped the ball and did not realize that I was muted. I was explaining to you how the elevator had worked and things, but I was muted, so it's kind of awkward now because, yeah, I explained how the elevator got there and stuff and how it worked, and now I don't know if you're still here or not. There's only 2 people watching, so you could be here. So yeah, the elevator is working. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and save before this crashes on me. And by working, I mean kind of working. It's more like it's there. It's this box right here, this yellow box that you see here, and then these 2 pieces are where the string ties to. And then you can come up to the top here, and you can see that there's holes that the string would come through, and it would you just winch it up through there basically. So it's got the bottom floor. You got 2 doors over on both sides, so you can come out either direction on the bottom floor. On this side, you can come out into the infirmary where you got a whole bunch of medical supplies, and you can come up to the very top floor, and the very top floor has both of the helicopter landing pads on it as of right now. There's going to be a 3rd helicopter landing pad on this model somewhere. I just gotta figure out where first before I can add it on in. So this is pretty much everything so far. It looks really good. I'm really happy with how it's all turned out thus far, but yeah. So I've got a couple of the newer 2017 sets to build before we're technically done, but after I finish all the 2017 sets, then we'll be finished and able to kind of come in and do a little bit of some finishing details, and by finishing details I mean a majority of just these the railings that need to go into places. I got these ones done up here, but obviously there's got to be more railings in different places, so I got to do some of that, followed up by some more minifig placement all over the place and just all sorts of different places. So yeah, this is everything so far. All of these need to find a home. This one's home is inside of here. These 2 don't have homes just yet, but I will probably get them homes somewhere. So I'm just going to move this so that I can save it on this widescreen view here. So yeah. It's time to go. So thank you guys so much for coming out and watching. Stream has been okay relatively today, which I'm kind of surprised because it's usually been like in the red for the past couple days, but we are 8 pieces shy of 10,000, and the LDD limit is just about 30,000 in terms of pieces. I know this because of the Rainbow Six Siege SAS loadout. Involved about 30,000 pieces, and every time I hit the 30,000 piece mark it crashed. So this is everything that I have so far, and if you guys want to see more of this, remember to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll see you guys later in some other live stream some other time whenever I feel like streaming. So check out the website bluejaymaster.bluejay.com. All my gun models are on there for the most part, and I'll see you guys later some other time.